We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, Mayfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Second and 9 at the 49-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Pistol. Under 10, 10. Check 43. Check. Hey, switch gears.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
Tighten up. He's crossing. He's checking crap. Kill. Check.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Patriots' 26. That third down conversion good for 23.
Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. Now they return to the ground game, Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 28-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 3, check.
Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
It is no good.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
At the 28.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the ground, this is Michel. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Michel, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demir Bird, 67 yards. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
6.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
At the 44-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mayfield down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
36-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Regular. Switch.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Patriots 7, Browns 6.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Check. Crunch. Whip. Watch the whip. Alert. Let's go.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Wentz. And able to find Dorsett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. They'll run it. This is Michel. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. On the ground, Michel. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
The tackle by
well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the gun on third down. Wentz. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This is Michel on the counter. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel taking it in. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. To Michel on the screen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
The ball carrier.
Sony Michel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, 75 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Patriots 21. Browns 13.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now this time Wentz will throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Jameer Byrd. It's 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Wentz now to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
3rd down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Wentz. Rolling to his right. He's going to got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Michelle. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. That's out to his running back, Michelle. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they will run it with Michel. That he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel taking it in. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it, and this time it results in an interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground is Michel. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wentz to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So kind of a tough break there. No real hooker slice to that one, but he's denied by the upright.
And he basically hits it just straight as an arrow. But yeah, since he's on the hash mark to begin with, straight as an arrow isn't good enough.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Rip left. Check 26, check 26.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they got to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Brandon, I think you and I are both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game.
Hammering from the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
On first down, Michelle. Always got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing.
Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long.
50 cent. Mike, 50 cent.
Throwing now is Wentz. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's third down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Following the interception, Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. A second down throw for Mayfield. Flushed out right. And finding the tight end Hooper. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. And again, it's Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else. It makes a dramatic play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
At the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll run with Michel. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Today's final score, Patriots.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last